What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in this one here, we're going to be taking in Electro against Galactus, because yes, I did finally get Electro to level 70, only did that recently, so I've been kind of slacking on that. I've had him actually built up for a while, and even had this CTP put on him right when I ranked him up, and his CTP of Destruction has been just like sitting on him gathering dust, because I haven't played with him basically since he was released. So yeah, now that I have him leveled up, I figure it's time to try him out against Galactus like I do with all my level 70s. So let's go ahead and take a look at the build here on Electro before we hop into that. For our gears, we haven't really done anything for the gears, so just sitting at level 20. For his skills here, we have his 5th skill, his 4th skill, and his 2nd skill leveled up. We've got the guard on that one, and then we've got the accumulation on this one, and then we've got the buff on that one. For the ISO 8, we have Power of Angry Hulk. It is a stage 6, so just a 6-star ISO 8 set, no fully awakened ones. And then I already showed you, we do have a CTP of Destruction on him with a 200% damage proc. Let's go ahead and take a look at the details here. So we have 127 attack speed, so attack speed's looking pretty good. Our crit rate's a little bit low. Our crit damage is okay. Our ignore defense and our skill cooldown are close enough to max there. Would like them to be a little bit better, but we're only about 2% off, so I can live with that. Yeah, so that's what Electro's looking like. So let's go ahead and hop into the gameplay and see how he did against Galactus. Alright, so here we are loading into the fight. We've got Gringo helping us out, and then we've also just got a random ally that we picked up here from opening it to public. He's going to be helping out with his Sharon, but he's going to be taking a little slow for me so I can see how much damage Electro can do. And then we've got a tier 3 Namor and Black Panther in there. So like I usually say, those that bring in 2 tier 3s, I don't expect them to do very much. So here we go with Electro. We have his own leadership, and then we have a dual support here with Shuri and Valkyrie. And I haven't really played Electro a ton, so I'm not too familiar with like his skill rotation or anything like that, but he does have kind of awkward cooldowns, so with the damage proc it is a little kind of difficult to be consistent with the proc, and I've generally just trying to proc on the 5th skill because I figure that's probably the one with the most damage, but again, I don't have a ton of experience with Electro. So generally I'm just trying to proc on the 5th skill, and then I'm doing the 4th skill and the 3rd skill. We have the buff and the guard hit on those, is just what I want there. So yeah, that's just kind of the rotation that I'm going with for Electro here, nothing too special. And as you can see, he's not doing a ton of damage here because most of that is just from the Gringo's Sharon just doing kind of like a few skills here and there. And yeah, as you can see there, we're at the bottom of the list right now for for Electro. So yeah, he's not doing too well here. I don't know what I really expected from him here. He's really good in Shadowland, which is the main place I've been using him. I don't play ABX a ton, so I haven't really used him much there. I know he's really good in ABX, or he's one of the good options right now for speed villain, but he's kind of been a little overshadowed now with Mystique coming out, because Mystique is crazy strong, unless it's male speed villain, which I don't think it was. Either way, I'm pretty sure we have a better option now, so probably not a lot of people are going to continue to use Electro. But I don't know, I've always liked Electro, so that's why I decided to level him up and give him a shot here. But a lot of characters I know aren't suited for GBR because you mainly just need kind of just raw damage here. You can't do any kind of defense manipulation. You can't like decrease his resistance to shock in this case, or increase or decrease his defense. So that kind of hurts Electro a little bit here because he does have, was it just shock resist down? I don't remember if he has all defense down, but yeah, he can't apply any of those here anyway, and he can't apply the shock damage over time or any dot effects like that, which he can take advantage of in like Shadowland or PvP if they don't have a debuff leadership. And he does have a lot of iframe, so he is actually quite safe to play, so that's one thing that's really cool about him. And then of course you get that guard hit as well, so he's actually easy to keep alive, which I really like about that. But his skill rotation, like I said, is a little awkward for me with a regular damage proc, so I kind of feel like he needs a CTP of Rage or maybe a CTP of Judgment. I don't remember how many of his skills were actually elemental. I'll have to double check that, but yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of the impression I'm getting here. And I switch there just to give him a little bit of healing. And then we're going to be stalling anyway while gathering these orbs. This is going to be a long fight. So let's go ahead and skip a little further into the battle here and see what it's looking like. Alright, so we skipped a few minutes ahead here, and I did take a look at Electro's skills, and he just has lightning resist down. He doesn't have all defense down, and also all of his skills are tagged as lightning elements, so you can use ACP of Judgment on him quite nice, which I kind of thought all of his skills were lightning anyway. So I'm thinking that's probably the better option for him, is maybe one of those CTPs, but like I said, for the purposes that I'm using him for, which is mainly going to be a Shadowland character, he gets the job done for me, so I'm not too fussed about putting anything better on him. I just decided to put that CTP of Destruction on him way back when he first came out, so yeah, I don't know if I would have done that again. I probably, if I'm going with, you know, if I had unlocked him now, I think I probably would have just gave him a lightning damage with a damage proc obelisk, and I'm not sure what I would try as the other stats. I don't know if I want to do guard break immunity, or I probably just go for something like crit rate or crit damage, to be honest, because he has enough iframes that I don't think that he needs the guard break immunity. And one thing I did notice that I didn't know at the time of recording this or doing this fight here is that the accumulation from his fourth skill is actually when he's getting hit, so you actually need to take damage, and that is something I wasn't doing, so I'm not sure how much of a boost he's actually going to get from that accumulation. It didn't look like a very strong accumulation, but I could be wrong on that because it's one of those ones with the percentage values of HP. It doesn't have like an actual full number, like a 10,000 or a 100,000 value. It just says like 13% of his max HP or something like that. So I'm not really sure what it's going to stack up to. I think it's probably going to be somewhere around what, like 4 times 13, I think is probably going to be the value for it, but I'm not 100% sure, so like 52 or something like that percent attack, all attack. So I mean, that's actually pretty nice. 52% is definitely a nice increase, but I don't know how much that would affect the fight here. So we're getting down towards the end, and of course Galactus is using some of the unavoidable attacks, or the kind of ones that you can't just play through here, the purple attacks, to make you dodge the attacks and lose out on some time and damage here. He is very good at that. Seems like every time I'm fighting Galactus, if the clock is running low and his health is also running low, he's going to do some kind of attack that you need to avoid. But anyway, here we go. Last 3 bars. Come on, let's finish this off here. I think we should be able to get it. I think Ringo's just like, come on, let's see if your Electro can do this. He's just like mocking me. And oh no, he's gonna do this. He's gonna draw out the clock even more. What did I say? He always does stuff like this when there's like a minute left on the clock. He'll do this, and then he'll do the purple on the ground, and then he'll do like the laser from the eyes, and yeah, he'll just make sure that he does attacks that you have to avoid for like a minute straight so the clock runs out. Alright, here we go. This should be the end here. He's just going to finish him off with that tier 3. Alright, perfect. So let's see what kind of damage we did here with Electro. That was pretty much the entire 10 minutes here, so it was like 9.5 minutes, 9 minutes 22 seconds, and we only did like 12 million damage. So yeah, Electro, not really a good option for Galactus here or a GBR. Well, you might be able to do Master Mold, but for Galactus, no, I'd say don't try to bring him in here unless you got someone that you know is going to help carry you, or if you have 2 really strong teammates that can do a majority of the damage, because he didn't even get a third of the damage. He got like, I don't know, 15% of the damage needed to take down Galactus. So yeah, quite bad here for Galactus, but good in other areas. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.